How to achieve your number one goal in 100 days or less. This video is going to change your life because I'm going to show you how I achieve every goal, how I've started, finished, and how I go through all of it. All you need is a little bit of faith and a little bit of consistency, and it will take you all the way there. There's some real secrets on how these high achievers are achieving goals, getting amazing things done. But there is an easy secret on how you can achieve all of your dreams, goals, desires, and anything else you are looking to do in your life. You can have it. I'm going to show you how. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. You gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So let's get right into it. What I'm going to teach you is in my journal that you can get absolutely free at noelrandall.com/journal. You just cover the shipping. Let's get into this. I have achieved so many amazing things in my life, but it all started off with a process that I learned from different mentors. I used to take a notebook. I'm going to show you how you can just take a notebook, how to section it off so that you can put what your goal is, how you're going to get to it, and how to do this in just 100 days or even less. This has been tested. This has been tried, true. I learned this from someone else and has worked over and over, and I've helped so many people do the exact same thing that I do. And again, it is all psychological. So let's get to the first step. So when it comes to achieving goals, you actually have to write them out. You have to write out what your goal is. But what most people miss, here's the big secret. You do not write out all of your goals and work on achieving a bunch of goals. The secret, the big secret to achieving your goals is to just have one specific goal. Most people will write out lots of things. I want to lose weight, and maybe they'll get a little specific. I want to lose 20 pounds, or they'll have another goal. I want to be a millionaire, but they don't set a date by when they want to be a millionaire or what that means. They don't even necessarily think about it. They may say, I want to find my perfect person, but they're not very specific about what that person looks like. And they have all of these different goals going on, but your mind cannot think lots of different thoughts at one time. Our brain and our mind can only hold one thought at a time. Literally, try to think two different thoughts at the same time. It does not work. So when it comes to goal setting, you have to do the same thing. You have to find out and get specific about what your number one desire is. What is that? Is it $10,000? Is it $50,000? Is it a person that you date and that you're in a long-term relationship with? Is it a specific thing with your weight, 10 pounds by XYZ date? You have to have one goal, stay focused on that one goal, and that goal has to be specific. The timeline is going to come because I'm going to actually share with you how to use the notebook to get it done in 100 days. But you have to have in your mind and in your heart and in your faith that this is the one thing that you want. But what I do find with most people when it comes to goal setting and different things, we are way too vague and our mind can't think like that. We have to be able to close our eyes and see it. You have to be able to picture it. You have to know what it looks like, what it feels like. What is it exactly? So when I said that I wanted to be a millionaire, I had to think about what that meant. Did I mean $1 million cash in my bank? Well, that's kind of weird. Who needs $1 million cash in their bank? Well, did I want to make $83,333 per month every single month for the next 12 months? Wow, that was it. And instead of me actually saying for 12 months, I just started with, I want to make $83,333 in 30 days. I want one 30-day period where I make that amount because I know if I do it once, then I can do it again and again and again. And so when I put down that goal, I want to earn, again, not make, not give, because again, someone can give you the money. So do you want it given to you? Do you want Oprah to just show up on your door and hand you a check? Boom, you have $83,000. Is that what you want? Or do you want to earn it in your business? Again, getting specific. How many clients then would it take for me to earn $83,333? Now I have to get closer and more specific. Wait a minute. Now I'm breaking this down. Once I had the goal, okay, 83,000, then I realized, wait a minute, that's how many clients. I charge clients $5,000 each, just making up a number. That means I need X, Y, and Z clients. So now I'm very specific. Not only do I want this money, I want to earn it in my business. I need this many clients at this amount, and I need that in this 30-day window. Now that is something that I can really wrap around. That's a goal I can actually go on, and I can stay focused on that goal. Now I'm not going to worry about losing weight. I'm not going to worry about what's going on with my spouse. I'm not going to worry about what's going on in other relationships. I'm just going to focus on this one goal, because once you achieve a goal, you can achieve more and more and more. But for most people, we can't get out of our own way. We can't even see what we really want. We want a whole laundry list of things. We change what we want month to month, depending on how we feel when we wake up. So you have to get really specific and really focused on one goal and one thing. Once you have that done, now let's move to the next step. Now let's talk about the notebook or the journal that you're going to use and the psychology behind how you're going to manifest this or achieve this goal in 100 days or less, because it is so easy. Let me explain. It starts with a routine. So what I did in the manifestation journal, this journal right here that I said that you can get for free if you go to noelrandall.com/journal, you just cover the shipping, you can get this journal, or you can make your own. It is super simple. I'm going to share this with you. Again, I just want you to win. I don't need you to buy the journal in order to do it. The journal is just a shortcut because it's already written out for you in the journal. So you have to journal in the morning and the evening. As soon as you wake up, you have to get focused on your goal. That has to be the first thing that you wake up with. Okay. And the first thing that you have to have is a routine. It's like a ritual. So some people will wake up and pray. Again, that's a part of it, because you have to do these very specific things in the morning. Let me spell them out as they are written in the journal. You have to say your positive affirmation. That's step one. So one of the things that when you are achieving your goal, you have to believe, you have to start brainwashing yourself into the idea that this is happening. So your morning affirmation, your positive affirmations will be things like, I am smart, I am capable, I am enough, I am a millionaire, I am wealthy, I am generous, I am kind, I am loving, I am loved. Again, I am. And you have maybe 15, 20, 30 positive affirmations that you say every single day. Why? You are brainwashing yourself into believing these things. Your subconscious mind does not know what is real and what's fake. You tell your mind what to believe. Because remember, things that we believe are just things that we think over and over. And every belief that we have was given to us. I know this is hard to believe, and some people get all into this airy fairy, but this is truly how you become a millionaire, a multimillionaire, and beyond, by telling yourself that that is who you are and what you are. You cannot see yourself and tell yourself that you are a poor person, that you're middle class, that you're this, that you're that, and become a millionaire. In order to become the millionaire, you have to be it. I am a millionaire. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am generous. I am abundant. You have to say those things to yourself. Those are the positive affirmations. You must wake up every single morning and say your positive affirmations. Check. The second thing that you need to do, your body has to be into it. So it's easy for you to just stretch or do yoga. I absolutely love just stretching out in the morning after I stand in the mirror and say my positive affirmations to myself. And yes, even in year 15, I still say my positive affirmations to myself. It works. I'm constantly brainwashing myself into being the person that you see today. I have to affirm to myself that I am that, and that I have to get my body into it. So I stretch my arms, I stretch my legs, my hamstrings. That way I'm not a stiff person. I'm very flexible. Again, in order to achieve these big things, you have to stretch and flex your mind. So you do that with your body. You will wonder so many billionaires and millionaires, you see them sitting Indian style and meditating and doing these yoga practices, because you stretch your body, you stretch your mind. Now you can think beyond what you currently have and start to see beyond what is currently in existence in your life. You have to start pulling and seeing new ideas and new thoughts. And so if you stretch your body and you become more limber and more flexible, so does your mind. That's step two. Check. Then you have to be able to control your mind. This is where meditation comes into place. So many people balk at meditation, and I was one of them. I used to be cynical and sarcastic, but meditation truly is the key to controlling your mind. When you can sit quietly without speaking, with no noise, and control that all of the thoughts and just watch the thoughts pass without reacting. Oh man, I forgot to take the clothes out of the dryer. Oops, I forgot to do this. Oops, let me go grab some coffee. Oops, I might gotta scratch my nose. No, get rid of all of those things and be able to sit quietly for just 10 minutes in the morning. And then as you start, even just start with 5 minutes, then you'll increase it to 10, then you'll increase it to 20 or 30 minutes. Now I can sit if I want to and meditate for an hour easily. And in fact, I do meditate every single day for at least 1 hour. This is important. You have to be able to control your mind, because as you get out there and you're facing those challenges, you have to start falling back on your positive affirmations. So when something comes along, it's negative, you start to tell yourself, nope, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am strong, I am smart, I am brilliant. And you start to push away those negative thoughts, and you can control your mind by being able to meditate. That is all about you controlling your mind. That's all meditation is. Embrace it and do it every single morning. The next thing, visualization. Take a look at your vision board. Take a moment and just visualize. Meditation is not visualization. When you are meditating, you are clearing your mind. You're going blank. You're going no thoughts. That's the goal of meditation. Visualization is picturing and visualizing what that goal looks like, what it feels like. So you'll take a moment, even just a couple of minutes, and think about what it will be like when you achieve your goal. Remember, if you do this every single morning, I guarantee you will be able to achieve your number one goal. I've done it over and over, and visualization is one of the reasons, in combination with the meditation, visualization, looking at that vision board, putting the vision board together, it really does work. Our mind sees in pictures. If I say BIRD, you think about it, you start to see a bird. Now, what's in your mind as a bird may not be what's in my mind as a bird. A picture pops into your head, but we're all going to get different pictures and different birds, different colors, different sizes, because we see in images. We don't see in words. Number 5, gratitude. You have to have gratitude and thanks and appreciation for the things that you already have. You cannot achieve new things and get more things and new manifestations without appreciating and having gratitude for the things that you have. And I say gratitude, not appreciation, because it truly is gratitude. You are so thankful for the things that you already have manifested and the things that you already have. No matter where you are in your life, even if you are living in your parents' basement, broke, bankrupt, with bad credit, you have a lot to be thankful for. And this is one of the best lessons my mentor taught me. When I was living in my parents' basement, I was negative when I first got there because I had lost a 5-bedroom home that I was living in. I had lost all the houses I was working on, the portfolio that I was building, and I felt like a loser. My mentor pointed out to me how many amazing things that I had in my life to be thankful for. The fact that I could live in my parents' basement rent free and go to the University of Connecticut was amazing. I'm seeing myself as this loser, yet I am absolutely winning. And as soon as I was able to change my mindset on what was actually going on in my life and how much I had to be thankful for, everything opened up for me. All of a sudden, I was now open to learn real estate the correct way. I was now able to invest in myself. I was able to believe in myself and now believe in more. I was so thankful for my parents, so thankful for the home that I was able to stay in for free, and the bed and my kids and my health and my spouse and all the people that did support me and all the people that weren't laughing at me. I had made up all of these negative ideologies about what was going on in my life, when in fact my life was bright sunshine and I was young and I had so many amazing years ahead of me. I had this right here in my future, and I didn't know that, but I had to get grateful and in gratitude for what I had in that basement to ever get to this mansion. You get that? All right, last thing. Number 6 is journaling. And that is actually what you're going to do with those next things. So write in the manifestation journal that, again, I said you can get absolutely free at noelrandall.com/journal. you will see right on the pages, right on page 1, you will see right on the morning routine checklist, those 6 things. You get to immediately check off journaling because that's what you're going to do next. So you're going to put down what I'm grateful for. That's right there. So you've thought about it in your mind and then you write it down. You write it down because that is important. You can't just think it in your mind. Things that you write down, you're actually way more likely to obtain and achieve. It's psychological. It's been tested over and over. People that don't write down their goals don't achieve them. People that do write them down do. And in this case, you are going to be writing the same goal down every single day for 100 days, day and night. That's one of the reasons why it gets done. And that is why you also write down all of the things that you're grateful for. And you get to actually look back and remind yourself, wow, I have my health. Wow, I have my parents. Wow, I have a house. Wow, I have a soft pillow. Wow, I have air conditioning. Wow, I have a car. Anything that you have, you should be grateful for if you plan on keeping it and ever getting anything else. Then in the journal that I have, you will write down and you'll start off your journal. And again, if you're just doing it yourself, you're not going to buy Noelle's journal. You're just going to do it yourself. You're going to write down 100 and you're going to go all the way down to 0, 100, 99, 98, 97. So you start off in 100 days, I will have. And then you write your goal. So for me, like I said, $83,333 in 30-day period by getting 15 clients that paid me, X amount of dollars. That's how specifically I am going to get this thing that I want. And I'm writing it down every single day and night. I journal this in the morning when I wake up, and then we'll talk about what you journal in the evening in just a second. But you write this down very specifically every single day. It is incredible how you can brainwash yourself into thinking, wow, in 100 days, I'm going to have this. In 99 days, I'm going to have this. In 98 days. And I have journals that I have bought that were 100 days, and I got the goal before the 100 days was even over. And I just bought a new journal and started over, because literally it's however long it takes you to reprogram yourself. Everything that you already want already exists in the world. You're not going to be asking or requesting something that doesn't exist. If it came into your mind that you want it, it exists already. Somebody else already has it, so you can have it too. And you have to get into that mindset like, wait a minute, I'm not requesting or desiring or having a goal of something that's never, ever been done in the world. Whatever I want has been done. It just hasn't been done by me. So I can have, be, or do anything that I want, just like you. We all are human. We all can do that. And by writing this down, starting from 100 days, going all the way down to 0, you're just putting that out into the universe, telling God, whatever your belief is, that this is happening. And you're being very specific about when it's happening. Let me tell you the next part. Now comes the part where you are used to 5 things I will do today. So you will write down that next section are 5 actions that you are going to take towards the goal that you just outlined. So if I say that I want to get $83,333 per month in a 30-day window by getting X amount of clients, charging X amount of dollars, what am I going to do? 5 things. Am I going to follow up with these clients that didn't purchase? How many emails am I going to send out today about my offer? Am I going to finish more pages in my book? Am I going to write an ad? Am I going to put out an ad? 5 things, 5 actionable steps that I am going to take today towards that goal. Just think about it. If every single day you did 5 things towards your number 1 goal, you definitely can get that achieved. Now you're starting to see light bulbs are going off. Again, go to noellerandall.com/journal. If you want this journal for free, you just cover the shipping. This is an easy way. Or take a journal and start doing this again. 1 page for the morning, 1 page for the evening. And then here's the last thing for the morning routine. You have a space just for random thoughts. Put down your random thoughts, how you're feeling today, something optimistic, just your random thoughts. There's a space on the journal just for that, and write your space for that, because each day you will have some type of feeling, some type of thought, some type of emotion that you are going to have to think about a little bit later and build upon. Okay, so just pull a space for your random thoughts and write down a random thought. Like, I'm so happy to be alive today. I would actually try to write something very positive and optimistic because, again, I know I'm brainwashing myself from all of that negativity from childhood, from friends, from family, different people that have put these negative, basic ideas in my mind about what I could be. I am changing that and I'm becoming this great person so that I want to make sure that I'm writing down all of the new thoughts of the new person that I am becoming. Now let's talk about the evening routine because it is really easy, but it is important to achieving your goal. Every evening, you will do your reflections. You're reflecting on the day. So before you go to bed, you have to think about your goal. Again, you are achieving this amazing thing in 100 days or less. So let's reflect on it. Start with the first thing, something awesome that happened today. One of the things we like to do is we haven't achieved the goal. And so looking at the goal and at the end of the day, if you haven't achieved it, it can bring a negative emotion if you let it. But you have to start off with something awesome that happened today. Every single day that you are alive, something awesome happens, but you usually never even document it. You just go about your day. You may smile, be happy, but something negative happens. Oh, you could talk about that for weeks. Oh, somebody ran into the back of me. Oh, somebody scratched my car. Oh, somebody did this. But you rarely take time to write out something awesome that happened. Like, my daughter came home and gave me a big hug. I had an amazing meeting with someone. I thought they were going to say X, Y, and Z, and they said this. Oh, I thought the bill was going to be this, and it was free. They gave me that. Something awesome happens every single day of your life, and you need to document it. As you are achieving your goals, you have to start to be able to change your mindset from negative to positive. So you have to be able to start picking up the amazing things that are actually happening in your life and the things that tell you, hey, this goal is actually happening. You don't even realize as you're on your way to achieving goals, there are things that are happening in the universe to make that happen. And as you start to write these things out, you pick up on it. Like, wait a minute, I took my car to the shop and they did it for free. Or I thought I had to get a new tire and they said they could patch the hole. Something awesome happened. You may have gotten a phone call from the school and you thought, oh man, my kid's sick. And they just wanted to tell you, hey, your daughter is doing amazing in math. Something awesome happened and you have to document it if you want to change your life. Stop focusing on the bad things because that comes so easy for us. And it's so lazy and so, so easy and lazy to be negative. It takes real effort, okay, to be positive. And so this journaling technique is the thing that will start to change you from seeing all of the negative stuff that's so easy to see to seeing the positive, to being able to start to point those things out and be optimistic about your life. If no one else is going to be optimistic about your life, you have to be. You can't rely on someone else to give you optimism and positivity about you. That's on you. So start by reflecting on that in the evening. And this journal has a space for that. And you will be surprised at how every single day you can find something awesome that happened today. So that's your evening reflection. That's the first thing that you do every single day. And it actually helps you sleep better. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But journaling in the evening and starting off the reflection with something good is an absolute game changer. It actually rewires your brain. Again, I'm not going to nerd out on you, but please start doing this. Whether you take me up on my offer on the journal or not, start your evening with reflecting something awesome that happened in the day for you. The next thing on the evening reflection is going to be a challenge, okay? Something bad. Of course, our mind loves to come up with the negativity, but how you're going to write this in the journal is a challenge and how you're going to overcome it. This is the thing that's going to really get you to that goal. That's why I said the evening reflection is just as important as the morning. So many people focus on that first part that I gave you. And if you're still here with me in this video, you are a go-getter. You're someone that's really going to change your life because people can easily write the goal down. They can easily get optimistic about the actions that they're going to take towards the goal. But very few people can do the reflection, especially in the evening, and journal in the evening and reflect on that day about a challenge that they had and how they're going to overcome it. This is going to be your superpower because now you're actually putting tools in your tool belt for how you overcome your own negativity, because the challenges, you make them up. Like, a challenge could be, took 5 phone calls and none of them converted. That's a challenge that happened for me in my business on my goal to the $83,000. Again, just using that same goal that I outlined for you. And the challenge in the evening may be, I called and did 5 sales calls and none of them converted. Well, how am I going to overcome that? In the evening, before I go to bed, I am coming up with a solution for that. Think about that. So before when I go to bed at night, I've already reflected on the challenge that I have and came up with a way to overcome that challenge. That is so powerful. And that is something most people have no idea about. And again, I'm telling you this absolutely free, something I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn in my lifetime. I am sharing right now with you for free. And this is a game changer. Not only just having one goal that you focus on at a time, a very specific goal, this part right here, overcoming your challenges and figuring out a solution to the problem before you go to bed at night is going to be the real reason why you achieve your goal in 100 days or less. And the faster you can figure out what those challenges are and how to overcome them, that's another reason why you get this goal achieved in 100 days or less. Again, or less is on you. And then last but not least, leave a space for the final thought of the day. Recap your day in just a sentence or two. This will actually close the loop for you, because you started the day off putting the goals out, the actions that you were going to take, starting off with gratitude. You did your morning routine, and then you end the day with the reflection, something awesome, a challenge I had, how I'm going to overcome that challenge, and then just a recap of the day. Just that whole little section. So you may just summarize your day. Today was an amazing day because I did X, Y, and Z. All of the 5 things that I said I was going to do, I didn't do. Because actually, in some cases, your challenge may be, I didn't do those 5 action things that I said I was going to do in the morning. I only did 2 of them. I only did 3 of them. And how I'm going to overcome them is by doing them tomorrow. That could be just that simple. And then your recap of your day is just that simple. I started off, and then stay positive. I got 2 things done. Think about it. How many few things you were getting done towards your goal before you started to outline the actions that you were going to take towards your goal. So you're actually already ahead of most people and ahead of yourself just by doing that. This journaling technique is life-changing. Again, you can get this journal absolutely free at noellerandall.com/journal. If you want my journal and my Pick a Horse book, an actual best-selling book that actually helps you decide what it is that you really want to do with your life. What is that thing that you want? If you are struggling to figure out what it is that you want to get the Pick a Horse book, you can get the Pick a Horse book and the Manifest Journal for free. You just cover the shipping at deals.noellerandall.com. If you just want the journal, noellerandall.com/journal. If you want both of them, deals.noellerandall.com. Both links are below in the description box. You are going to achieve your number 1 goal. I want to see your comments in the section about the things that you achieved, how you're going to achieve them. We're going to have a conversation, and we're going to be a community of positivity. And together we are stronger. Get this journal, not for me, get it for you, because I want to make sure that you have all of the knowledge, all of the tools, and all of the resources that you need to be successful. This is Noelle Randall. To your success. Hey, okay, thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I know if you stayed to the end, you really love what I had to say, so I really love you back. So please subscribe to this channel, and please share this video with anyone that you think would find value in it. Thank you for staying to the end. Go ahead and subscribe.